Yo guys, what's going on? It's Tom for 2 here, or Chessman I Lost Ark. Today, as per viewer requested as well, we'll be taking a look at one of my last alts in my top 6, and this is my Aeromancer. So yeah, Aeromancer has made it into my top 6 just because aesthetically, her skills and abilities, they have really good audio, good visuals. Um, Her playstyle is really efficient and really easy to play. You can output a lot of DPS given you hit kind of those 40 set, 35 set elixirs, and you get some transcendence on, and you have good quality gems. So let's start by saying again, I'm not really a DPS player. I play support mostly for my people or my guild. Um, but when I do want to play, DPS, the arrow has moved into my top 6, and yeah, I'm not the expert, but the rotation I learned, and it's what I've used ever since I picked it up, and it's what I've been currently using till this day. So again, today is pretty much the first day of the summer event. I had just used my Makoko Express on my Soul Eater. Maybe I'll go over my Soul Eater later, but I'm pretty sure everyone kind of knows the Soul Eater, and that's kind of outside my top 6 right now. But yeah, let's just dive right into my Aeromancer. My Aeromancer is right now 1600 pretty much. So I'm currently working through a Elixir 35 set, but pretty much on the shoulders, the pants, um, the chest. I pretty much have them all done. I just need to kind of roll the specific set effect on the helm for critical set effect. We can take a look at my quality. My quality is not too great. 68, 68, 81, 83, 73, and 81 on the weapon. And then my accessories, again, I have one relic accessory. It's the just the Wind Fury 3 points that I need for the engraving. But otherwise, I have a 553 plus 1, and I do have 1796 swiftness and 623 crit on it. Still need to upgrade the stone eventually for it. But here are my engravings: Grudge, Raid Captain, Hitmaster, Adrenaline, Wind Fury, and Ether Predator. Hitmaster classes always feel good. You don't have to keep on fighting the boss, going back attacking like in Thamine Gate 1 or Echidna Gate 1, right? If we look at my gem set out, I pretty much have every major DPS skill has a level 8 damage gem. So your main damage skills, at least for me, are Piercing Wind, Wind Gimlet, Rage, and Tornado Dance. So every single one of those has a level 8 damage gem. And then I just have CDs on kind of the two major ones, which is Wind Gimlet and Piercing Wind. And then these are kind of your two synergy skills, Downward Strike and Spread. And then I have Conviction, Judgment on Tornado and Whirlpool. Of course, we're rocking LOS 30 set. But let's take a look at the actual build. So this is the only build I've ever put together for it. And again, you want to front load 12 skill points, max your skill points on those major damage skills. But I'll kind of go through one by one and tell you a little bit about it. So I have Tornado first. These tripods are 3, 3, 1. And this one tripod out of here, I kept it level 1. And we're using Conviction Rune on it. Then we have Whirlpool, it's 2, 1, 2. I have Judgment on it, level 12. We have Spread, it's a 1, 3, 1. I'm using a Quick Recharge on it. Downward Strike, I have just at level 7, and it's a 1, 2. So these two skills are your kind of the skills that you're going to be rotating pretty often. So you want to I tried to get Quick Recharge on that, and then Bleed just for a little bit extra damage. Now here's your big damage skills. I have Piercing Wind, so that's a 2, 3, 1 with a Legendary Gale Wind. Wind Gimlet, again 1, 3, 2 with Epic Gale Wind. Then I have Rage, which has a Legendary Gale Wind. It goes 1, 3, 1. And then Tornado Dance, I have a Purify Rune on it, and I have 1, 1, 2 as the tripods for it. So pretty cut and dry. I think if you want to take a quick peek at my Chaos laid out, it's really not that much different. I think we just changed some of the tripods a bit. So Tornado, I just have some more AoE stuff. I won't talk a little bit too much about this because the main thing is raiding, and Chaos build you can always play around with. thing is you just want to maximize your AoE skills. So I just kind of go through it. You guys can pause the video, see how you want to play around it. But yeah, nothing should be too major. I think the only skill I put in is Rainstorm and Wiping Wind, which is from I think this build comes straight from Maxroll, so just check it out online. So there's my build. Now let's talk a little bit about your playstyle. And for that, I'll have to go into Trixion. I did play Drizzle for a little bit, but I don't know too much about Drizzle besides the fact that you're going for pretty much full spec build, and I didn't want to keep up with doing spec classes, especially when I like the movement of my characters, especially when the bosses start hitting you. You want to be able to dodge. So the main rotation is you want to proc your Conviction Judgment, and then you're going to start unloading as many of your damage skills as possible. So I have my current keyboard layout, I have all my damage skills down below on ASDF. And then what you're going to do is between every damage skill, you want to proc either Spread or Downward Strike in between each of the damage skills. And then whenever your Tornado and Whirlpool come up, that's when you just throw those out and you try to proc Conviction Judgment. And once you see that proc, just like any other class, when you proc Conviction Judgment, you want to unload your DPS as fast as you can. You have your Z key, so the raindrop meter, and you just proc this whenever it fills up. So yeah, again, no expert, but this is just a general rotation I go through. So usually I do Conviction Judgment. Once I see that, I dump my DPS down, right? Just ignore the meter. I usually would have proc meter. As you can see, I'm rotating between my skills, and then once my Whirlpool is back up, you want to proc that again. And then you just kind of keep cycling. So anytime between my Spread and Downward Strike, if one is up, then the other should be down, right? So the cooldown is fast enough where you could kind of just spam the skills, right? And then just remember that whenever you proc Conviction Judgment, usually I like to proc Awakening as soon as I see it, and the rest of my damage skills are on cooldown. But yeah, you just want to make sure you interweave these two skills on E and R I have on my keyboard, and integrate them into your in between each damage skill as it comes off the CD. Now I'm sure once you get higher level gems, the CD will be even faster, so you're not having to wait like I am right now. But yeah, that's kind of the general rotation that I use. Again, I have level 8 gems on just the major damage skills. I haven't exactly gotten juiced gems on it yet, but yeah, I don't think there's too much else to talk about. I mean, the playstyle is pretty raw. It's a Hitmaster class. You're not really having to do anything, and this is the only build I really have, so I'll cut the video short. I know people were just curious about my different roster players, and they don't post a whole lot of my alts. I mostly post my Paladin, Slayer, and Bard gameplays, and kind of don't do the rest, but this is the other alt that I have, and I enjoy just playing. It does run lower level dungeons, so it's not playing the newest content, but it's still just good to hack around with. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, and if you like this sort of content, just let me know, and I'll just do some other breakdowns. And again, I'm not really an expert. I don't really write guides or anything. It's just kind of showing off, since I know there's not a whole lot of videos out there, and some of my viewers are curious about some of my roster and how I play them. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.